Now EX3417 software development for engineers. This is dayschool02 C programming. This slide shows first C program, Hello World. Actually, main aim of the program is to complete a task. It has set of instructions to complete a task. Here you can see uh, several instructions include stdio.h, int main, uh, print hello world, printf hello world, return 0, like that. I will explain one by one now. This main is the in C programming. You have to start with this main and two brackets. This is called main function. Main function where the program begins. All programs need a main function. And then you can see printf hello world. By by writing this command printf, it will print hello world. Then return 0. This is the end of the to finish the function. You have to write this return 0. Some compiler need this return 0. Some compiler do not need. If some return you need return value, you have to compulsorily you have to write this return and any value. This data type of this return value indicates by this int. Int is an integer data type. You can see this with the hash sign include stdio.h. These printf and you can later study about scanf. Both are input and outputs. These input and outputs are function. These are also a standard function of the C program. These functions include in this file. This .h mean we called it as a header files. We have to write header files before to start the main program by writing this hash sign include and this sign within this sign and stdio.h. There are several like this, several header files in the C compiler available like string.h and some other there are several other header files. We can use customize, and customize means you also can include header files. When you customize header files include this sign. Instead of this sign, you have to write colon, then colon, two colons within two colons. This sign indicates the comments. Comments mean you can write anything. Normally, we write what includes in the below instructions, because if we can write programs, it's maybe lengthy programs. One by one, later you will forget what is that, why is that you have written this instruction, or what is this. So we can write what is this uh, below code, and when it uh, started, and who did it, like that. These are all comments. This /2/ mean one line comment. This slash and star, uh, we can write several lines comments. You can end this comment by star and uh, slash sign. Here you can see comments are not executed for humans to understand the code. These are called, these include files calls also preprocessor, because preprocessor command. Preprocessor mean before this your program execute, these lines are executed or processed. Therefore, these are called preprocessor command, which tells the compiler to include stdio.h files before going to actual compilation. I will tell what is mean by compiler. Main function, where the program begins. All programs need a main function. Start of a block of this parenthesis sign indicates the start of a block. This main function, start of the main function is it indicate this parenthesis, open it, then this is close it. If you anywhere, if you open this open by this parenthesis sign, you have to close it using this parenthesis sign. I think you can see my mouse pointer, isn't it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can
Okay,
see it.
okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, are there problems with this? No. Okay. Now, I will
Excuse me, sir.
give a hello.
Hello, sir. Sir, මේ අර include කියලා දාලා තියෙන sir. ඒ ගැන චුට්ටක් විස්තර දෙන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Include එකෙන් මේකට මේ මීට ඉස්සෙල්ලා දැන් මේ printf එකේ තියෙනවා මේ මේකත් command එකක් තිබ්බට මේකටත් මේකත් function එකක්. This is also function.
ඒ කියන්නේ sir මෙන්න මේ විදිහට මේ Python වල අර import method කියලා අපි modules import කරනවානේ. ඒ වගේද මේක මේ include stdio.h
Oh,
කියන්නේ.
ඒ කියන්නේ
ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක ඇතුළේ තියෙන functions තමයි මේ printf කියන්නේ නේද?
ඒක ඇතුලේ තියෙන functions. There are several functions inside the stdio.h.
stdio. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But in modern, the recently published compilers have no need these include header files, because they are already compiling without these include files also, and without return also it will work, but earlier ones, these are must. I will give you an online site. By using this site, you can run this program. This is the program, and this is the output. It will print hello world result after compiling. This is the online C compiler. I think I have yeah, here you can see my screen, no? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay, online C compiler. This is the online C compiler. I think I have shared. I have uh, uh, gave the link to this one in the chat. You can copy it to the web browser and you can go to the compiler. Now, actually, what is compiler? Earlier, this is C editor. You can write your program here, and this is called editor. And then actually these programs can't understand by the computer. Computer can understand only zeros and ones. There are electrical signals using 1 and 0. Files include 1 and zeros. Computer can understand only files includes ones and zeros. But we can't write using this 1 and zeros. It is very difficult task. And then from the earliest inventor and the scientists and engineers converted these ones and zeros to easy to understand codes. First, they developed assembly language. Assembly language assembly language is a one command of the assembly language includes several ones and zeros. Then by using this assembly language also, it is a difficult. Then easier language scientists developed easier language called C language. This is the C language. Then there are so many higher level languages like Python, Java, like those things. Now, these C program and assembly programs should be converted to binary codes. Binary codes means C ones and zeros. These are called, there are two types of converters. Converters from the high level languages to the binary code. One is interpreter and other is compiler. Interpreter converts one instruction by one instruction. First convert first instruction, then second instruction, like this. Compiler convert the whole program to the source code. Source code means ones and zeros. And then there are now, like Python, the both compiler and interpreter are included. Here you can see write instruction, write the program in editor. We can write using C programs using editor, and you have to save the file, and then you can convert to the source code into the object code. Using compiler. Now C program using compiler, and then link. Link is you can write several programs in a big when you write big programs, you have to partition those programs into the small modules, and you have to combine all these files and you have to make one exe file. This is called link, and then you have to run it. Then all the program will execute. Here you can see IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Now earlier you have to compile, link and run, or there are several commands, but it is also very difficult. Then scientists and developers developed called combining all these compile, editor, compiling, link and run together, called integrated development environment. Code blocks is it's a IDE, integrated development environment. Compiler, linker into single software system, example Visual Studio, Eclipse, NetBeans, those are also IDEs. Now there are here you can see IDE, code block IDE, online C compiler. You can see one compiler is this one. The other compiler is, you can see, program is. Now I gave the link online C compiler, this one. Now before going to this slide, I will give you an exercise as an exercise. The first program you can run it online and test it by using this, which I have shared. This program is included in shared doc. You can see this document, and this is actually no need to run. Actually, when you start this program, when you this online GDP, it will automatically gives us the hello world program. This is for beginners. All the IDs have this type of hello world program. Our one has this comment line. Can you are you checking more? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are there problems?
Yes, sir, but it is not run.
Okay. Now you can see my screen, no? Now run. Using this green color button, run. Is it not connecting?
It is just loading, sir.
Maybe internet. Everyone has this problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have same problem, sir.
Maybe this site may be problem. No? Check other link also. Program is, I will give the link. Here also you can see this hello world program. It automatically comes. Now you see when you're it is running. Check with this one. If you want to check whether what really need, you can comment it. We'll see what happened without this return 0. That it will work without return 0 also. But if there are values to return, you have to write it.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, now is it okay?
Yeah, it's now okay, sir. So, what does that returning values mean?
Returning value means you can learn later functions. Functions have return value. Suppose in command prompt, this is in Windows programs, there are command line. I don't remember how to go to the command prompt in Windows. In Linux, you can go by typing the terminal. You can see. Now, you can write custom functions here. Say add two numbers. It will return the value addition. We suppose 2 and 2 plus 2. Add 2 plus 2. The return value also the output will show here the 4. That is a return value. Now in this program, there is no return value, just this print. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now you will understand a little bit, but later you will understand.
Okay, sir.
Now here is the second program. Add two numbers. Here you can see this C equal A plus B. Now where now here you can see new one called variables. Variables mean a variable has a memory location. So you can input any number. Number mean this. First you have to specify the data type of the variable. There are several data types: characters, integers, float, boolean, like this. This one is integer. Integer mean you can enter only real without decimal numbers, only the what do you call the whole number, like 1, 2, 3, like this. You can't enter like 2.1. You can't enter with the data type int. This type of float you can enter 2.5 like this decimal value also. These data types introduced because to reduce the memory. If you want only input integers like age is 1, 2, 3 like this. If you consider the age, those things are only integer values. It will not more than 100. Therefore, to limit the memory space, we define some sort of data types that is according to our requirement. Here you can see the data type is int. There are three variables A, B, C. All are the integers. Defining the integers like one by one also you can define, and here you can define like A comma B comma C. This semicolon indicates the end of the instruction. All the end of the instruction you can see this semicolon here, here, here. Here also you can see the semicolon. Here also you can see semicolon. Here also you can see semicolon. And the semicolon indicates end of the instruction. You can see the int main. You have the first C program should be started by int main and this brackets. This start this parenthesis sign indicates the start of this block and end of this block here. And then the printf enter a number. It will print enter number. Here you can see enter number. You have to enter any number. Here I have entered 2 for first number. Then scanf. Scanf means this will print only enter number. Then scanf means it will get to the memory location a memory location. The 2 will be allocate to the memory location A. Here you can see D, integer D. Integer D means this is the specifier for the integer value. and sign means it calls address. You have to input to the address of the A. Address means in a memory location in a hardware, each memory has an address. So by using this address, we can find that specific memory location by these addresses. Scanf means it will get the what we have inputted value. This is the second input value. Printf, enter another number. You can write it whatever you have written here, it will print. If you write enter second, this if you write second number, it will write second here. Enter second number. This double dot indicate here when you type this double dot sign and space sign also within this inverted commas, it will print like this. This space also print like this. Then scanf mean input integer value. Integer percentage %d mean it is an integer value, and B to the address of the B. Then C. This indicates that the value of A plus value of B. That means assigned to the C. This is not like actually equation. Equation you write A plus B equal C. Here in program, this start from the right side to the left side. First, A and B will be added and then assigned to the C variable. Then printf result is integer D C. Here it will print result is now here comma C value. You have to write the place where the number should print. Here you can see integer D. You can write it anywhere within the semicolon, write in this integer D, then return 0. I will copy to your I will copy to the Google Doc this program, and then you can test by running the program. This is the editor. You can copy it to this editor and you can run it. Enter a number. Say I enter 3. Enter another number 4. Result is 7. Can all of you run this? Hello? Hello?
Still we are trying, sir.
Okay. I am not seeing you now.
Yeah.
If it is okay, if there are problems, please tell me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now change this, enter another number, second number, and run it. And you can see the second, enter second number. Now delete this printf R of the printf. What will happen?
Sir, excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Sir, අපි අර සර් අර මුලින් අර hello world එක ඒ කෝඩ් ටික එවුවා වගේ සර් මේකත් එවලා නැහැ නේද අපිට copy paste කරලා ලියන්න අපි මේක ලියන්න ඕන නේද සර්?
නෑ මම අර මේකට Google Doc එකට දැම්ම practice එකට. I copied it.
chat එකටද සර් දැම්මේ?
නෑ chat එකට නෙමෙයි dayschool02 practice Google Doc එකට.
How can we access that, sir?
I gave that link to the chat.
No, sir, we didn't receive it. Can you please send it again, sir?
Okay, okay, okay.
Sir,
Yes.
dayschool02 sir.
Huh?
මේක dayschool දෙකද sir?
Oh,
සර් මම lab 2 එකක් කරලා තියෙනවා මට ඒතර මේක ඕන වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේද?
නෑ ඕන වෙනවා දැන් මේකෙන් පස්සේදී ෆන්ක්ෂන් කරාද?
ඔව් සර් මම lab 2 එකක් කරා on site ඇවිල්ලා.
on site කරාද lab 2 එක?
ඔව් sir.
ෆන්ක්ෂන් pointers ඔක්කොම කරාද?
pointers කරේ නැහැ sir.
ෆන්ක්ෂන් එතකොට struct ඒව
මොකක්ද
කරේ නෑ struct
start කරේ නැහැ sir. erase කරා.
arrest කරා නේද? එහෙනම් මේකේ රෙකෝඩින් එක බලන්න.
හා sir හා.
Excuse me, sir. මේ type කරලා run කරපුවාම sir මේ error message එකක් එනවා sir.
මොකද?
මේක type කරලා මම
පොඩි
මේ run කරා
මෙන්න මේකද ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන්නේ? Is this one?
also the last example you have shown that in that online compiler that input with input value. Yeah, this one.
Yes, that is I did purposely because I have to explain. I want to explain about syntax errors. Now, in these
Okay.
commands, if we type incorrectly, the compiler detect actually compiler detect first instruction and then the values. It has reserved keywords, this like printf, int, like this. If those are not included, and the compiler check actually the flow of this one, this C code. When this the first instruction is int a comma b comma c semicolon, that instruction is finished. Then it start the second it check the second command printf. It check with the compiler's database, but it is not available. Therefore, it gives an error. You can you can see my screen, no? Hello.
Yes, sir, we can see it. Sir.
Here you can see within this sign, it says the it suggests the printf also. Can't open output file a dot permission denied, like those things. There are errors. Now, when you type R and run it, it will okay. It compile and it create the object file and it run it. All the things in online compiler, all the things are done automatically. No need to compile separately, no need to link separately, just we can run it. In earlier IDs, or you have to compile in command line, command prompt separately. Then when you type one by one, actually probably you will get these type of errors. There are several hours to get correct, because you can't check immediately errors. Now you can understand this program, no?
Okay, sir. So
Okay,
leaving
sir.
space, excuse me,
Sorry.
sir. So leaving space after commas will cause any error. That mean after that, that's if you consider that scanf,
Yes.
that
Yes.
colon, percentage D, comma,
Yes.
and after that, if we put an space, will it cause an error or
After this one,
yeah, yes.
like this.
Actually, I'm now seeing your dayschool02 practice slides on the online compiler. See,
You are using another compiler.
no, sir, මේ සර්ගේ මේ document එක තමයි දැන් තියෙන්නේ සර්ගේ compiler එකේ තියෙන්නේ නැහැ sir.
මොකක්ද
tab
තියෙන්නේ?
එක නෑ tab එකේ මේ පේන්නේ මේ dayschool2 practice කියලා කියන මේ document එක තමයි මේ පෙන්වන්නේ අපිට.
ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමිස් එක පෙන්වන්නේ නැද්ද?
අර මේ online compiler එක පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ sir. සර්ගේ presentation එකේ.
ඒකෙද පොඩ එන්න. Now can you see compiler?
Yes sir, now we can see sir.
Right. Now tell me the question here.
සර් මම මේක ටයිප් කරා මේ මෙතන මේ කමා වලට පස්සේ ස්පේස් දාලා ඒතකොට මට ඔක්කොමට මේ එරර්ස් පෙන්නුවා.
කොතන?
මේ අර මේ D අතන කමයක් තියෙන සර් මේ කර්ස් එක බ්ලින්ක් වෙන්නේ. ඒකට එහා පැත්තේ.
මෙතනද?
ඔව් මේ ඔව් සර් මේ කෝඩ් එක යවන්න මේ ලින්ක් එක යවන්න කලින් මම කරා
ඉස්සෙල්ලා.
ඔව් ඉස්සෙල්ලා. දැන් හරි සර්. ඒ වගේ ඔක්කොමටම මේ මම ස්පේස් දාලා දැන් ටයිප් කරේ. එතකොට මට මේ error message එකක් පෙන්නුවා මේ දෙන්නම් පෙන්වන්නේ මිස්ටර්ගේ කෝඩ් එක ටයිප් මේ කොපි කරලා පේස්ට් කරපුවම පෙන්වන්නේ මගේ එක මොන හරි මිස්ටේක් එකක් තිබ්බෙන්න තියෙනවා.
මේක නෑ මොකද? Because all the compiler ignore all the spaces.
Spaces නේ. Okay
Yes.
sir.
Compiler doing those so many things. Ignore comments. Ignore spaces, and ignore it considers spaces within this command. This is inverted commas.
Oh sir.
They will count how many spaces it need. Other things
Okay sir, thank you.
like here, all the spaces, compiler ignores all the spaces. Okay. All others can do this program, no? Okay. It's happening. Okay. Now here also data type, variables, end of instructions, you can see. Input number, print addition. I will explain some theory about this. Data types and variables in C. Variables type, you can see integer numbers, floating point, real numbers, characters, logical, that is Boolean items. Integer numbers are whole number, like 1, 2, 3, like those. Floating point numbers or real point numbers are with the decimal numbers. Characters are char variables. Characters are like 1, 2, 3, and hello. Can you mute? Some noises are coming. Can you mute?
අපි තාතරෙන්න කියමු කලින් අද.
Hello, can you see here? Can you hear?
Yes, sir, we can hear now.
Yes. If you want to talk, unmute. Okay. Now, characters, you can't add two characters like integer numbers. If you assign numbers to the integer, they can add. But with the character values, you can type any characters, that is like A to Z, 1 to 9, 0 to 9, and the other symbols also you can type. But you can't calculate, multiply, division, and like those things you can't do. Logical Boolean items are true and false, like male or female. That is logic, true or false. Like those things we can assign as Boolean items. Declaration of variables int. You can declare int mark 1 separately, semicolon, int mark 2, int mark 2. This is mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 are variables. Int is data type. Or you can type like this also, int mark 1 comma mark 2 and mark 3. After the end you have to write semicolon. Assigning values to variable, int age, that is a declare variable. Age data type is int. Age you can assign a value like those things, like here, age equal 25 semicolon. Or you can directly declare and both declare and assign the value, int age equal 25 semicolon. Assigning values to char variables, char letter equal k, within that within this symbol k, char user input. This is this variable name. You can type any name you like. Better to put relevant to the what you need, like letter, user input, and mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, like those, because you can identify easier later. Bool is Boolean variables. Bool correct name false. Bool password is true. This is only true and false. This program using variables. Here also you can see the this slash and star mark is comment. Hash include stdio.h, void mean nothing will return. After ending the program, void mean nothing will return. Main function is start of the program, then data type int. Here work hours, we assign data type as float. Float is you can type 8.5. Here you can type 5. It is a whole number. Float pay rate equal this amount. We call it this section initialize variables. Float. Here also you can sign and type directly the equation. Equation is weekly pay work days multiply, this sign is multiply work hours multiply into pay rate. Printf weekly this percentage f indicate that percentage floating point weekly pay. Return 0. I will show the this also in that programs. Now try this also. It will print the weekly pay. Now check without this. Here 0.2. Point 2 is here. You delete this and run it. You can see decimal number. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 decimal numbers you can see. But when I type 0.2, say 0.3, up to, you can see up to 3 decimal numbers. You can control by typing this 0.2 and type 2.2. And then check this without this semicolon. Here you can see here float work covers 8.5. The problem is beginning of here, beginning of this the line 6. Beginning of the line 6 of the is problem because this semicolon is not here. And then without check without this also. Even this include site stdio without stdio.h also it will print, because new compilers have this facility. Without this including this standard header files also it will run. Without return value also it will run. Other thing is these variables should be equal to the declared variable name. Now suppose work days. I will delete this k. I deleted k. Check what happened. Here you can see the problem is instead of work days it propose WOR days. Here you can see the WOR days. The variable declared is WOR days. Therefore, it suggests the name this one. This sign indicate the location of the problem. This is the now this is okay. Now here this line is also okay. Now this line is also okay. Here when the compiler comes to here, it detects there is no variables declared like this. Then it will show this symbol. Now we can change either this one. We can change this one also like this. This is also correct. And those are the main other
Excuse me,
thing is,
sir.
yes.
Sir, how we can return a value for this program?
Return value I will explain in the function. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you can understand this easily. You can what is the return value.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
This \n mean the next line. Go to the next line. I will type \n here. See what happened. Now weekly pay and go to the next line and equal to the equal sign equivalent the value the result value. Result value will print. Control structures. in C programming and all other programming languages, there are three main control structures. Control structures mean it controls the flow of the program. Three control structures are sequence, selection, iteration. Sequence is like this. First instruction, then second instruction, and like those this it goes sequentially. This is a sequential program. This is a selection. This selection means this symbol indicate that check check some amount, and if it is true, then goes to this process, or it is not correct, go to this process and process other program. Now you can see here the int main declare integer data type number, printf, enter integer, scanf number, then check the number is check whether the number is less than equal, less than 0. It checks whether the number is less than 0. If it is less than 0, it will print number. Number here, you can see the integer d is this number. Print this print the value of this number here. Number, say we input the -1. It will print number -1 less than 0. This sign indicates that go to the next line. Else, here this control is if else. Else print this number. This say the number is 2. Number 2 greater than 0. Printf, you can input the variable here with after the semicolon, no, inverted commas, then comma. After the comma, you have to write the variable name, and then close this bracket, and the semicolon indicates the end of the instruction. Okay, I will copy this program also to the this enter an integer number. Integer number, say -1. Number -1 less than 0. Then run it again. 2. Number 2 greater than or equal to 0. Here I have typed in this program greater than or equal 0. That means this program checks whether the number is less than 0. Then if it is 0, it goes to the else part here, this part. Therefore, we have to write greater than or equal to 0. We can write here, if we write like if control structure like less than or equal to 0, it will check whether this number is less than or equal to 0. Otherwise, it goes to the else part. You can understand. Can you understand it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. If there are problems, tell me, because I can't check the chat.
Excuse me, sir. So
Yeah.
in the printf, you have in the code, it's there's a percentage d in printf. The
Yeah.
after else and after if.
Yes.
Can you please explain? Could you please explain what does that percentage d means?
Percentage d in the if we type percentage d, d mean it indicates integer. We have to write the percentage sign before that d, otherwise it will take just d. We write after this inverted comma and then comma, this variable number is variable here, but we have to put the number here. The number will assign to this place.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Now, if we type this number here, it will print the number here. Here you can see the number less than this -2 here. It will print -2 here. This the place where the the number available.
So, sir, in order to mention it after that slash n, should we have to put that percentage d after that in, right?
Slash
n එකක් දාලා
no?
තියෙනවා. n එකට පස්සේ තමයි මේ percentage d එක දාන්න ඕනේ එහෙමද සර්?
කොතනද?
අර n එක තියෙන්නේ.
ඔව්.
අර slash එකක් දාලා මේ n එකක් දාලා තියෙන්නේ.
ඔව්.
purple color. ඒකට පස්සේද percentage d එක දාන්න ඕනේ අතන්ට ඒ number එක print
මේ
කරන්න ඕනේ.
ඉන්වර්ටඩ් කමාස් එක ඇතුලේ කොහේ හරි අපිට ඕන තරක.
ඊළඟට මේ කමා එකට පස්සේ number කියලා දාලා තියෙන ඒක තමයි අර percentage d එකට එන්නේ එහෙමද?
ඔව් ඒ වැලියු එක.
ඒ value එකනේ. Okay sir. Thank you sir.
The value of the variable is assigned to that the integer d place.
Okay sir. So එතකොට සර් මේ උඩහා අපි මේ int main කියලා දාලා තියෙනවනේ සර්. එතකොට මේ main කියන එකත් integer එකක්ද?
Main කියන එකද? ඒක start of the program. It indicates the start of the program. It's not a variable.
ඒක එහෙමයි.
That integer is the return data type. Okay, now in the return data type, I will explain in the function.
Okay sir. Okay, thank you sir.
Selection if else if here this is another if else if value equal to value here it will check the value equal, whether value 1 is equal to the value 2. You have to type 2 equal to check this. If you put the 1 equal, it will assign value 2 to the value 1. Here it will check. If we type when we type 2 equals, it will check whether value 1 is equal to the value 2. If first you have to write if. Here one more thing, in the earlier one, after the if I have typed this open bracket and a close bracket. And after the it actually it begins this block, if block, and the else block. Here also open bracket and the close bracket. Here I didn't write this bracket because only one line. We can write one line after if or else if these commands, only one line without brackets. If you want to type more than one line, you have to type open brackets and the close bracket. Here, if value 1 is equal to the value, check whether value 1 is equal to the 0. Here, else if value 1 greater than value 1 greater than value 2, else otherwise this will print. Other thing is this global variable. Up to this point, we declare variables after the main. Here, void mean return value is void. The starting this main function start by this main, and then these variables declared above the main function. That by using this also possible, and if there are so many programs, if you declare outside the main program, those variables become global to the other programs also. This global mean global variables it will declare with the several programs, several module programs available. If it is only one program, it is no value actually, no value of the value, no major point by using this outside, whether outside the variables main function or inside. Okay, I will give this also.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, what happened to the return function in there?
Here.
Yes. The program doesn't work if the return function is there.
No, for this one, return even return function available or not, it will work. Return function needs only when the return value available. Actually, in earlier compilers, it is a must, but newer compilers no need. Actually, it is not a must.
Okay,
Even
sir, thank you.
include stdi also in the newer compilers. Even it is not included, this program work. Okay, you can check it with older compilers and the newer compilers. Actually, now older compilers is not available. You can't find it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
In earlier, we have used int before main, but in the last example, we have saw that there was void. What does that mean, sir?
Void mean no return value.
No
Actually,
return
those
value.
return value I will explain with the function. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It is a main point with the function.
Okay, sir.
Till that keep mind only this command available. Okay, now check with this, and here you can type this sign, and without this sign also it will work. With this sign also it will work. Other thing is indentation. Indentation means you can see here after this parenthesis sign, it will move tab, one tab, until this in the after the int main parenthesis sign is here, then one tab move right side, and after the if block tab move the command tab. These are indentation, because using these the program will we can understand easily program. But in Python language it is a must. You have to move tab, otherwise it will not work. But in C program, without this indentation also it will work, but we can't understand it clearly. Here we can understand if, else, and using the here colors also there. Reserve words, colors, blue color means reserve words. Include, int, printf. Printf and scanf it is not available because it's not a basic commands, but it also another function. Printf is a inbuilt function, not a command. But if else is a command, reserve word. Here integer slash n, it is not available. Integer d is a blue color.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in that code, you have used many curly brackets. Can we know how to use those curly brackets?
Sorry.
Sir, you have used many curly brackets in the code.
Yeah.
In what instances we have to use those curly brackets?
Curly brackets should start from the starting of the one block. Here you can see this if else. If you can because so many lines we can write under the if condition. There are so many brackets, so many command lines, not only this line, there may be several lines. This parenthesis sign indicates that what is the starting point of n and the end point of the if part. It separates the if part, then else. We can end and close bracket. Not capital E, simple E, open bracket, close bracket. But we have written only one line, only a single line for the if part, else part, and else if part, and the else part. Therefore, actually no need these brackets. If we use only one instruction or one line. If several lines we have to if we want to include several lines, we must include open bracket and close bracket. Understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
This is iteration. Sequence, selection, iteration. Control. There are three control structures: sequence, selection, iteration. This one is iteration. Iteration is it repeats. Here, this while command is a repeat command. It iterate mean it circulate until this condition met. Start until this x less than 3. Process this. If it is x equal to 3, it falls and it will go to the end. Here, here this program says this iteration process hash include h. This there is no return value, void main, the function main. Within this curly bracket, open curly bracket and close curly bracket, start of the main function. Here, end of the main function. Int x equal greater than equal to the 0. Then while x less than 3. While x less than 3, it will process these commands. There are 3 commands here. Therefore, we have to include open bracket and the close bracket. These within these open bracket and close bracket, all the commands are work within these file. Here you can see first x equals 0. Then before increment mean x value at 1 at 1. This sign equal to the x equal x plus 1. Here this x equal x plus 1 is first this x equals 0 value to this value x plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. It will then this again same variable get the 1 here. Variable updated to the 1. X equal this variable now available value of the x is 0. 0 plus 1 equal to assigned to that x value, that becomes 1. Then print after the increment this sign there are after the increment mean here it will here it will print 0. Then x plus 1 is 1. Then print 1. Then go back to this this file command. Check whether x equal less than 3. Here 1. Therefore, it to the loop. The program goes to the loop. Print 1 and then increment. Increment means 1 plus 1 equal to the 2. 2, it will print 2. Then go back to here. 2 is less than 3. Then again print this, and then it will print 3 here. Then add. Then it will print 4 here after the addition of 1. Then go back to the while condition. Then what the x is equal to the 4. This is not equal. no, 2 after the 2 it becomes 3, and then x becomes 3. X is not equal to the not less than, it is false. This condition is 3, not x value 3 is not less than 3. Therefore it will go to the here, it will end the loop. I will give the this program. Instead of this, you can type this also. This is actually equal to the first one. Both of these are correct. I will run this. Here you can see before increment. Other thing is /t. /t is, it is a /n goes to the new line. Output goes to the new line. /t output goes to a tab. It's it some space. It will print some space. After that space, it will print the after increment 1. This line print after this tab. First, x is equal to 0. After increment, it becomes 1. Before increment 1, after increment 2, before increment 2, after increment 3. Then the loop will end. I will type print f. Okay, here. Now after this print 3 lines, it will print OK. Yes, you can see this OK. After these 3 loops, after going loop 3 times, it will end this condition and goes to this place. Can you are there problems here?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please explain about T and N.
T,
Not N. T mean.
okay, now I will put N here. It will goes to the next line. I will not think anything. I will not include anything. After it, the second line print immediately after the 0. Now, can you understand?
Now, okay, sir.
Okay, now we can type like this one, not like this. Here, /t, put a space, tab. You can type like this also. Now, is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Now write a C program to print numbers from 1 to 10 using while. Can you do it, or I will give the program directly? Now time goes, so I will give the exercise. The answer to the exercise is this one. Here, while the problem is write a C program to print the numbers from 1 to 10 using while loop. 1 to 10, no. Int we assign 1, x equal 1, while x less than or equal to 10. Print number and then x plus plus, that is add 1 to the value to 1 to the value of x, and then up to the 10. After the after it is after x equal 10, it will end the while loop. Here you can see that there are two parentheses open and two close parentheses indicate the end of the while loop, and no, start of the while loop and the end of the while loop. Okay, other thing is like if else, while we don't type semicolon here like this. We don't type it. For this if else, while loop, and there are other one for loop. Logical operators in C. Just remind this one. I will explain it with the program later. And logical and is if both expressions should be true. Logical O represent this two vertical lines, these two end signs. This indicates this indicate expression 1 and 2 both should be met. Expression 1 or expression 2, either expression 1 is true or expression 2 is true, it will execute. Logical negation, that is not. If it is false, if it is not equal, not the expression, it will execute. This here you can see CA marks and final marks. To pass the subject, you have to pass both the CA marks and the final marks. If CA mark greater than 40 and final marks greater than or equal to 40, else then printf you have passed the subject. Else you have not passed the subject. That means both these conditions are not met. That means not passed. If within brackets, you have to write within brackets CA greater than or equal to, and two end signs, final greater than or equal to the 40, and if the whole thing should be covered by the brackets. If now I will give this also. AND operator. I will explain continuously, and you can check using online C compiler later. Increment and decrement operators. This is there are two parts: post increment and postfix and prefix. Prefix is increment before assign the value. Here, increment after assign the variable. Here the decrement. Decrement means reduce the one. Increment means increase the one. Decrement means reduce the one after prefix and the postfix. Postfix means after. Prefix means before the value assigned. Postfix means after the value assigned. You can see here. I will explain by program. Here this integer c is equal to the 5. Now this will print directly the value 5 like this. Before post increment it is equal to the 5. Here this line C++, it will print the 5. Then it will print the 5 and then increment. Then here it will print it is printed the 6. Pre-increment here I will type 5 here. Now before pre-increment, now 5. Now here you can see the plus C. It will increment before assign the C variable. It will increment to the 6, and then it will print. Then after the print, it will print 6. Did you understand or not? Hello.
No, sir.
How can I explain? You can see the result, no?
Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, C++ mean C plus 1.
Yes, C++, but it here in the first one, first it will print print the value of C, then increment.
That means will it print both the values together or separately? That means first it will print C and displace it, and after that it will print 6.
No, no. In the first line, it will just print the 5. In the second line, it will just print what is the earlier one. Earlier one is C5. Then increment. Here you can see 5.
That means it will assign a new value for the variable C
Yes, yes.
after C++.
After printing,
Okay.
print the value, then add. Here plus plus C. Plus plus C means first increment, then print.
That means before C, it will already add 1, and
Yes.
after that only it will. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank
Sir,
you.
excuse me.
Yes.
සර් මේ සර් අපිට දැන් ඔතන එකයිනේ අපි එකතු කරේ. يعني
ඔව්.
C ධන එකනේ. ඒකට සර් අපිට දැන් C ධන දෙක දැන් හතක් දැන් පහට දෙකක් එකතු කරන්න ඕන.
දැන් මේ C++ වලින් ඕකේ ඉන්ක්‍රිමන්ට් වෙන්නේ 1යි.
ඒ කියන්නේ සර් ඔතන එකක් එකතු කරන මේ කෝඩ් ටික විතරයි තියෙන්නේ.
ඔව් ඔව්.
හරි සර් හරි.
එතකොට කලින් C minus use කරොත් එකක් අඩු වෙනවා එහෙමනේ.
අඩු වෙනවා. ඔව්.
එතකොට C එකට කලින් minus එකතු කරපුවාම C එක 0 නම් minus වල තමයි value එක එන්නේ. -1 කියලා එනවා එහෙමනේ.
ඔව්.
Okay sir. Thank you.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
ඔව්.
Sir, මේ වගේ application එකක් මොන වගේ දැනකද අපි use කරන්නේ? දැන් post increment එකයි increment එකයි. ඒක බැරි දැන් මේ මොහොතේ බලද්දි 5යි ඊට පස්සේ බලද්දි 6යි කියලානේ පළවෙනි එකෙන් තියෙන්නේ.
ඔව්.
එතකොට දෙවෙනි එකේ p increment එකේදී මේ මොහොතේ බලද්දි 6යි after p increment එකේදී 6යි කියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒක මොන වගේ application එකකටද use කරන්න පුළුවන් අපිට?
ඒක දැන් මේ වගේ facilities දීලා තියෙනවා. දැන් complex programs යනකොට ඒ වගේ ඒවා ඕන වෙනවා. ඔය දැන් basic ටිකක් තියෙනවා මේකේ. if else එතකොට control structures ටිකයි මේ වගේ ඒවා ටිකයි ඒවා දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මේ application එක අනුව එක එක ඒවාට දැන් complex situation වලදී මේ වගේ දේවල් ඕන වෙනවා.
අපිට කොහොමද C++ කිව්වම එක තමයි දාන්න පුළුවන් නේ. එකයි තමයි එකතු කරන්න පුළුවන්.
ඔව් ඔව්.
ඒතකොට දිගටම එකතු යනවා නම් අපිට එහෙම දෙයක් කරන්න බැරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට එකතු වෙ අපි ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එකකට අපි කියමු 5 6 7 8 එහෙම යනවා නම් ඔක දිගටම යූස් කරොත් ඔක එනවද?
ඒ කියන්නේ එකින් එක නෙවෙයි අනිත් ඒවා
ඔව් දැන් මේ මෙතන දැන් අපි දැන් C++ දාලා ඔය විදියට ගත්තොත් අපිට එකින් එක දැන් 6 මේ මෙතන පස්සේ ඉවරයි මේකේ ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එක නෙවෙයි ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක ඉවරයි. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි එකක් එකතු වුණාට පස්සේ 6 වුණා. එතනින් මේ ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක ඉවරයිද නැත්නම් අපි දිගටම print
ඒම් කරන්න ඕනේ loop එක දාන්න ඕනේ.
ඔව් ඒක තමයි. loop එකක්. ඔව්.
අර ඒ කියන්නේ while loop එක හරි තව එකක් තියෙනවා for loop එක කියලා.
yes.
This is here you can see the for loop. For loop means we assign number, declare number, int sum equals 0. Normally we should initialize all the variables to 0 or some assigned value, because otherwise sometimes it will assign some garbage value. Therefore we have to initialize either if we have a separate value, we have to initialize to that value. Or if we don't have any initialized value, we have just assign 0. Otherwise, it will sometimes after some calculations, the wrong calculations will be processed because of the without initializing the variable. In for loop, for number is equal to starting from the 0 up to this point. Number less than or equal to 10. Up to that point, number plus plus. Number increment by 1. Up to this point, the first time number is 0. The sum equal to the sum plus number. Sum is 0. 0 plus 0 equal to the 0. Then print the number and the sum. Here, if we want to print two numbers, now we have to put number comma sum, first variable comma second variable, and we have to assign these specify here and whatever the place we want. The results are here. I will explain with the earlier this is increment by 1 up to 10. Number is equal to the up to 10. It will increment by number plus plus. 1 by 1 it will increment. Here you can see the sum plus equal number. It is equal to the sum equal sum plus number. I will type here equal to. Number is 0, 0. Then add by 2. Number add by 2. Then number is equal to the 2. Sum is equal to 2. Again add by 2. Number is equal to the 4. Sum is equal to the 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. When the number equal to the 10, it will end. For loop end. The while and for loop difference between while and for loop is we can assign different values for the while loop, but we can't do it for the for loop. Can you understand this, or is there a problem? You? Hello.
No, sir. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
සර් මෙතන number equal 0 කියන එකයි ඊළඟට define කරලා තියෙන number is less than equal to 10 කියන ඒ දෙකම සර් මේ ending values එක නේ. එහෙනම් ඒක consider කරන්නේ නැත්නම් hello
මට පැහැදිලි නෑ.
සර් මේ එතන මේ number equal 0 කියන එකයි number is less than or equal to 10 කියන එකයි starting සහ ending values දෙකද for loop එකට.
Number is equal to 0 and number less than or equal
Sir?
to 10 කියන එකද? ඔව්. Yes, yes. Starting
Oh.
point is the number is equal to.
ඔව්. ඊට පස්සේ සර් මේ number is equal and number is less than or equal to 10 එක ending point එක නේ sir.
Ending point
ඊළඟට
එක
මේ number plus or equal to 2
steps ගන්න. Steps.
number plus or equal to 2 කියන එක මේ steps ගන්න.
Steps ඔව්. ඒ කියන්නේ
හරි sir. හරි.
increment by
Okay,
2.
sir, thank you. ඒ කියන්නේ process එක
process.
increment by 2. අද 10 එක වෙන 0 එක ඉඳලා 10 වෙනකන් 2 එකෙන් increment වෙනවා. එහෙම නේද?
2 by 2 increment. දැන් මෙහෙම දැම්මොත්
increment වෙනවා.
plus දැම්මොත් 1 by 1.
1 by 1. Okay.
2 නෙවෙයි.
Thank you, sir.
We can put another value also.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, do we need actually this 0 sign? No need this actually 0 to initialize this number. Number should not, no need to include initialized, because here it initialized, no, number is equal to 0. It initialized, no, therefore no need to initialize above. And then we can type variable data type here also without this. It will run without this also. However, we have to declare variable, but we can declare here also. If you uncomment this, there will be problem. No, there is no problem. In some compiler, it will be a problem. Variable already assigned. It display the variable already assigned, but it is not here. Here you can see the function. This main function is here. Return is void main. Variable answer, data type int. Here there is a function addition called addition 5 plus 12, 5 and 15. Return value is answer, printf result. We type here addition function. Using this addition function, we can type several places addition. The function name, we can type anything, whatever we want. Function name. This is return data type. Here you can see the return data type. This function add two numbers. First number is number of pets. It is also any variable. Data type of the variable is int, comma, and the second variable number of balls int. Then open bracket and the close bracket. In total, for this function, it is this variable, this total variable is local to this function. We can use this total only within this function. We can't get the result of this total value here in the main function. It is local to this function. We call it the scope of the function, the scope of the variable. Scope of the variable of total is within the function. This answer scope of this answer is variable answer is within the main function. And then but we can pass values from here to this function using this number of beds, this any value, value 1, value 2, like this. And this numbers will pass to this function, and number of beds plus number of balls plus will assign to the total. Then return total. Total goes to this answer through this int variable, int data type. This return data type, the data type of the total is int. Same should be return the type of the data type should be same. It will return to this answer. Then printf the answer. I will explain by using a program. Here for better understanding, I have put two additions. Addition 515, addition 10, 15. There are two variables. Add only one function here, addition. But there are two times I have put in the program, two times. I can put in another place also. Here also addition with another number, 1 like that. If we want to something more than that addition, we can include it to the here, and we can type just function here. I have wrote three times. We can actually reduce the space in the program and easy to understand using the function. Only one function here, but applied three times or more than. We can apply even more times. Now I have put the to the online compiler and I will run it. For the first one, it answer is 20. The second one, answer is 25 because I have put the 10 plus 25, 15 here, 5 plus 15 here, 5, 5 and 15 here. And I can write printf. Now what happened? The answer is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Only one function here, but several times we can apply. And the return type of this return type is integer. And now here you can see the total is equal to 0. Now we can't use answer here. Answer's scope of this variable answer is limited to the main. Variable scope of this total is limited to the here. But if I write I write int a equal 1 above the main function. It is a global. I will now printf percentage d a. Now I will type here also. Now here also this is a global variable. If I declare this a beyond above the main function, it will you can use it anytime, anywhere. You can use it here and also here. It will update. Then I will a plus plus. Now what happened? In main, it will print 1. Then add 2. Then here also it addition again. It added the 2 to the 1 is 3. Then it will print a here. Then for the first time answer is 20. After this addition it becomes 4. After this addition it becomes 5. No, before in this addition it is 5. Okay, do you understand problem? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there are several others arrays also there. Now in arrays